we can probably go in with me. So next time we're in a few weeks. So we'll move about a $500,000 to $1 million, at least a $500,000. So just moved 150,000 annuity right now.
All right, Charles, I'll see you in a bit. I'm filming a video right now, so I'm talk to you in a bit.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Okay,
Bye,
see you.
bye.
Bye-bye. In order to scale to $100,000 a month, if we were to deconstruct it at an average premium ticket size of $5,000, you're looking at needing to sell at least 5 apps a week, which is $25,000 a week, which is $100,000 a month. And in order to write 5 new applications a week, you need to be speaking to at least 15 to 20 people a month, all right? And there is no other ways to achieve this than by doing it via generating your own leads. And anybody out there that's buying leads from a lead vendor, whether you're buying leads at 100, 200, 300 a piece, right? Especially when we're talking about annuities, that's, you know, the cost per lead that's out there. If you're right now relying on, you know, getting set up dinners and having to, you know, network your way out of a few apps, or just simply relying on the social circle that you have, it's very, very difficult to scale. Okay, and many of you understand that, or many of you don't really see how you can actually generate your own leads. All right, and I want to talk about that today as well. For the folks that are actually able to generate their own leads, they're in control of their business. And that's the big lesson here. For anybody out here listening to me that are control freaks, just like me, if you wake up every single day not knowing where your next piece of business is, there's a level of discomfort that comes with that. Because before I was able to generate my own leads in the insurance business or generate my own appointments overall, I was very uncomfortable within my own business. Okay, so if you know how to sell, you're a really good salesperson and you know your product, but you don't know how to generate your own leads, that's just a skill that you can learn and tack on. And this is how you can triple or quadruple your operation, or even 10x what you're doing right now, depending on how much money you're making right now, right? So if you're at $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, whether that's in insurance or even working another job, and you've mastered the process of selling, you have a sales script, you know the product, but you don't know how to find people, or you're not aware of actually converting leads into appointments, then this is something that you can actually learn, and that's a teachable skill, right? What we do to do that is we run ads, paid ads, video ads. Okay, when I say paid ads, it's paid advertisements on social media, and we bring people to your website, or we call it funnel. So what we'll do is we can target on social media, we pick out a very specific demographic, we make a very specific offer within the umbrella of your product. So what we do is we find a specific solution within the annuity product that solves a specific problem for a specific person. Okay, so it's not just I sell annuities, it's I help pre-retirees mitigate risk when entering in retirement, or I help pre-retirees place money in tax-advantaged accounts so they don't have to worry about market volatility, for example. Okay, IULs is I help 6-figure doctors add an additional retirement strategy to their book to get tax advantages to the money that they're trying to grow, right? So it's very dependent on who you're trying to talk to, the type of problem that you're trying to solve, and that's what we do. That's actually the very first pillar that we help agents with, is helping them identify a specific niche, a specific problem within the specific product that you sell. Okay? And that's how you break out of the noise, especially when you're trying to tap into a cold market, when you're trying to talk to people that have never heard of you before. We need to be able to showcase how we can help this person through a very specific, unique method. And that's through the product that you sell, right? So you're no longer a regular agent anymore that just sells annuities or sells IULs. You're a person that can solve a specific person's pain. Okay, see the difference? So that's what we help you do in the very first pillar. Now, in the second pillar, what we do is we teach you how to run specific ads to that individual. Paid ads and video ads for high-ticket products is what's working right now. So what we do is we do ads that'll target that person and bring them onto your website. We call it also your funnel. Okay, we call it video sales funnel, the system that we use to tapping into cold markets and to help people write more IULs and annuities. Now, once they come on your website, what we do is we educate the prospect on how this specific problem for this specific person can be resolved via a video sales letter. And for any of you that have never heard the term video sales letter, it's a 10-minute, 15-minute educational video that will strategically explain to that prospect what they're struggling with and why this is actually a problem, and how via your unique mechanism, via your specific solution, your specific product, how it can solve that specific pain. And with enough education, what you do is you build trust and authority with the prospect, whereas now they're enticed to book an appointment before even speaking to you. Okay, it's like having an appointment setter that's on demand 24/7, talking to your ideal prospect and then placing them on your calendar. Now, the advantage here is that they get to see you in your best possible shape, right? In an educational format before they get to speak with you. And the advantage of that is that now they're seeing you as the expert before they get on an appointment with you. So you're really becoming your own personal brand in a way, because they're seeing you as the expert before you even get into the room, before you even talk to the prospect. And here's the cool part. When you get on that appointment with them, there's like the celebrity effect that goes on where they see you as the expert because they've already consumed content with you. And we'll talk about the pre-call sequences also that we do, right? Because we're constantly giving them videos to watch before they get on a call with you. Okay, so see the difference when you're looking to scale to 100K a month, right? You're looking at two ways of doing it. One, buying leads, getting on the dialer, dialing all day, being very unsuccessful doing that, or relying on the network that you have around you, right? Unless you're related to a bunch of millionaires around you, it's practically impossible to network your way into that level of income. So that is pretty much what I want to talk about today. Is if you're an insurance agent, your life insurance agent, you want to sell more IULs, or you're a financial advisor looking to sell more annuities, and right now you're not sure where your next client's coming from, you're having to have conversations with people that you don't want to have conversations with because it's just awkward and truly it's not really helping them. And potentially you're out here looking to recruit to sell a policy, which to me is not the way personally. I mean, that's going to be a whole separate video probably with Charles. But if you're looking to scale to 7 figures, going into cold markets, speaking to people that actually want to speak with you and see you as the expert, so then when you're now doing your sales calls or your conversations, we don't even call them sales calls anymore. We call them consults because they're coming in for a consultation more than being sold. Now you're actually talking to a prospect that wants to speak with you. Okay, now when you combine that with actually knowing the sales process, knowing the person's problem, if you're always talking to the same person with the same specific problems, thanks to social media, your sales get better. You now have a process, we call it a conveyor belt, that you can follow a similar script, and now you've built a conveyor belt that brings in interested people on autopilot, and you're actually able to talk to that specific person's pain because that's what you're doing all the time. You're talking to the same kind of individuals every single time, and with specific strategies. We'll do that in a separate video. By the way, guys, subscribe down below if you're seeing all the value that we're giving away here. Subscribe down below, like the video, share it with downline, upline, your friends in the business. And if you want to see any other videos, specific videos, comment down below. But I just had a really good conversation with Charles this morning. We're going to have another video that's going to launch that talks about how to pull as much premium from every single client, as well as how to actually sell it in a way that has high persistency. Charles told me this morning his persistency, and he actually won an award for this, is 99.6%. 99.6%. Something I've never seen in the industry. Okay, so this video was mostly about the importance of generating your own leads. In any business, it's important to do it. Most people don't treat their insurance business like an actual business. They treat it like a job, and that's why they get results that are mediocre, like having a job. Okay, and I'm not throwing down people who have jobs, but I'm just saying here that we can't expect to get outsized returns from a business, but we treat this as a job. And we don't actually see it as a business. A business requires 3 things. It requires good lead generation, good sales, and good delivery. And good delivery allows you to get many more referrals off that same client. So if your cost of acquiring a customer is $500 for a $5,000 ticket, but you get 2 referrals out of every customer, now your cost of acquisition is divided by 3 out of that $500 CAC, cost of acquisition. Okay, but that's going to be another separate video. If you enjoyed this video, click the link down below. There's going to be a link down there or a URL to visit our website that'll show you exactly how we help insurance agents, how we implement these 3 pillars, so that in less than a couple weeks you are already seeing 3 to 5 new clients every single day, and these clients are wealthy and they see you as the expert before you jump on that call. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video, hope you got value, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Subscribe to Life Insurance Pros, lifeinsurancepros.com. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.